He remains for me the best player in the league. If he finds consistency, he's
unstoppable.
Unique.
Hello everybody, welcome to another FIF TV video. I'm Dov. He is Vieri Capretta, Italian football journalist. Right, so in this video and in the next few videos, we're going to look at the clubs in the season review almost, just looking at the clubs specifically. This one, obviously, I'm sure you've guessed, is about the champions, Juventus. So before we do that, make sure you go onto the shop, click in the link below and buy some lovely merchandise from the legends. Right, let's go. Juve, fantastic season. Won the league, won the Coppa Italia.
Fourth time in a row that they get the double.
Fourth double in a row, 7th title in a row, 34th overall. So they're just amazing.
They're just amazing.
End of story. I mean,
great mentality, great in dealing with the difficult moments.
Best team, everything. There's really nothing.
Incredible amount of options for the coach. Allegri is great at giving variety to the team, both in individual games and always gets the right changes. Tactically, he's a master.
And I think this one as well, this has probably been the hardest Scudetto for them.
Well, because they had
a challenge.
Apart from Conte's first one, in which there was AC Milan until the very end, this has been the real only challenge with an opponent.
Yeah, exactly. So, well done Juve, fantastic. Nobody can take that away from you, right? Key players. So, we've picked 4 for Juve that we think have been the
overall
fundamentals. Yeah. First one for me was Chiellini. I think defensively, losing Bonucci,
he's had one of his best seasons.
And he's just been
especially
fantastic.
In the first half of the season. He was so consistent, so on it, and you'd think, oh, he's gonna do worse this year because years pass by, he's getting older,
and there's no Bonucci as well, which didn't impact Juve at all. Benatia stepped up, and Chiellini I thought stepped up even more. The second one is Pollard Ebola. First half of the season destroyed Serie A.
Amazing, and then he scored some of the key goals, like that 93rd minute winner at Lazio.
Yeah, it's like fun.
He remains for me the best player in the league. If he finds consistency, he's
unstoppable.
Unique,
he's fantastic. And next one again, another attacking player, Douglas Costa. And I think the start of the season started off slow, but I think as the season got on, his
classic Allegri though. They all start off slow, and then once they are in the team, and he's not started that many games because Allegri used him as an extra weapon. I'll come on when all the others are tired, and he's devastating.
What a weapon! What a weapon to have. And in the last one, the brains of the team, Miralem Pjanic.
Yeah,
I think
the
difference for me when he's there and when he's not there is really clear to see. He makes he kind of binds everything together, from that solid defense to that great fast attack. He's kind of the linchpin.
They've got nobody like him as well. Matuidi, Khedira do a lot of hard work. If one of them is missing, the other can be in. Pjanic, there's only one Pjanic.
Exactly. So next up, the coach, Allegri. What else? Like 4 doubles? Well,
no, he's been. You could ask him. You could ask Juve to play better football, but first of all, better football depends on the taste of individuals as well. And does it always get to victories like this? Well, he wins.
He wins. So exactly. What else do you want him to do? Let's say he wins. He wins everything. So he wants the Champions League. He said that in his press conference after the Coppa Italia, that he wants to go and win the Champions League. That's the only thing he's not won. He said this team's legendary. They won 2 Champions League finals. Won everything domestically.
No,
he's so dominant.
Key.
And he's key to that.
Absolutely.
People criticise him, but he's so key to how Juve play. Next up, the key moments this season for Juventus. What are the key moments?
I think obviously the victory in Naples.
Yep, that was a key one.
Absolutely. The win at home against Roma with Szczesny's last minute save on Schick.
Yep.
And of course
the Inter game.
The Inter game more recently, and also that victory against Lazio we mentioned earlier.
Yeah. I think even going back to the start of the season, when they were 2-0 down at Genoa after I think 10 minutes and came back and won that game 4-2. I think that kind of really showed the Juve we got for the rest of the season. One that doesn't know when it's beaten and always
we've only mentioned victories, but even defeats. When they still at the Luigi Ferraris against Sampdoria, they lost 3-2, and that was kind of a shock. And losing at home to Napoli And all
Lazio lost at home to Lazio.
They lost at home to Lazio as well. But against Napoli, after what happened afterwards with all the Napoli fans thinking they had already won the title, psychologically gave them an extra kick for the final.
And that's what we'll say about Juve's mentality, that kind of thing. Like they see everybody in Napoli going crazy, and
they're like, we'll win it.
Wait a minute, you've not won it yet. So yeah, I think there's probably 4 or 5 games: Genoa, Sampdoria, Inter, Lazio, and probably even the Napoli games.
Yeah,
6 games are key games for Juve this season. And then looking ahead to the future, kind of mentioned in the earlier on about Allegri wants the Champions League. I think
it's the next step, inevitably.
That's all they've got to do is dominance in Europe, or win the Champions League for a start. So not won it since the mid-90s, and I think whether Allegri stays or not will be key as to what the club want to do in terms of investment for the Champions League. They tried it when they bought Pjanic and Higuain, got close, and I think when Allegri goes into his meetings with Marotta and all the hierarchy there, if he's given, I say, a transfer war chest or something to build a team specifically to go and win the Champions League, I think he'll stay.
Yeah. I think he's announced that he will probably stay, and he needs to add quality to the midfield, perhaps a bit of changes in defence, make sure that losing Buffon won't be too traumatic.
But it won't be. Szczesny this season's done fantastic.
Yeah, he's done.
Arguably been better than Buffon.
It's more of the changing room kind of personality.
He'll still be there. He'll still be kicking about.
And then maybe change the centre forward. I think could be, after 2 seasons, Higuain's not been enough to win the Champions League.
And they left him out of the Coppa Italia final team as well, which I think that was a big statement as well. So there you go. So that's what we think about Juve. Can't take anything away from them. They're still the best team in Italy. Like we said, if you go back and watch all the videos from
the very beginning,
we said it doesn't matter. Juve are going to win the title, and what happens? Juve won the title. Listen to us. we're good at what we do. Right, so obviously remember, go in the shop, link in the description, follow us on social media, links in the description, go on the website, links in the description. Until the next video, there's nothing left for me to say apart from arrivederci.
Ciao.